Masonic and Kabbalistic Symbols in the Washington, D.C. Map. Chapter 1, Metatron's Cube. Hello, I'm Big Bites, and this is the first movie in a series that I will use to illustrate my website of the same name, Masonic and Kabbalistic Symbols in the Washington, D.C. Map. Simply stated, my primary thesis is that the DC planners used more than one image as templates for the city map. I contend that three of those are Metatron's Cube, the Great Pyramid, and the Tree of Life. We begin with Metatron's Cube since it is the easiest to see in the map. The cube consists of 13 circles and the lines that connect the centers of those circles. The circles are arranged 5 each in 3 rows. The 3 main lines in Metatron's cube are the 3 axes of the Cartesian coordinate grid. The Templar cross is the 2-dimensional version of the Cartesian coordinate grid. The 13-circle version of the cube is an abbreviation of a 19-circle figure, which depicts the notion of 3 cubed. The 13-star configuration on the Great Seal differs from that of the 13 circles in Metatron's cube. One plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals 10. Looking at the western part of the Washington, D.C. map, we see 16th Street, Pennsylvania Avenue, and New York Avenue crossing each other at the White House. If you look closely at the map, you can see that the hexagon is shaped differently south of the White House due to the fact that Pennsylvania Avenue is bent. Pennsylvania Avenue runs from Georgetown to the East Branch in 3 distinct sections. The line from Georgetown to the White House points to where Pennsylvania Avenue eventually ends at the river. Had the Capitol building been located 600 feet to the south, Pennsylvania Avenue would have been straight all the way from Georgetown to the river. Massachusetts and Rhode Island avenues parallel Pennsylvania and New York and form the beginning of a rhombus grid. Maryland Avenue, which helps locate the Jefferson Memorial, crosses Pennsylvania Avenue at the Capitol Building. The red part of the map is out of sync with the blue part because the Capitol is north of where it should be. You will note that a line connecting the points on the right side of the pentagram misses the Capitol Building. David Overson suggests that the city was designed around the segment of Pennsylvania Avenue between the White House and the Capitol Building. I contend that it was designed around the segment between Georgetown and the White House, and that the Capitol Building was moved for topographic reasons, because the planned location fell on the steep side of Jenkins Hill. We've already confirmed this straight line location using the triangle formed by the pentagram in the map. You'll note that the straight line between the White House and Georgetown is part of the Pentagon figure that I'm calling the correct part of the map, since I'm suggesting that the Capitol and Capitol Street, etc. need to be moved south to fit the rest of the map. The modern map helps confirm this ideal location for the Capitol Building. The line formed by Memorial Drive from Arlington to the Lincoln Memorial to the Ellipse is parallel to New York and Rhode Island avenues. Also, one face of the Pentagon is directed toward this ideal location of the Capitol Building rather than the current location. If the Capitol Building had been located where the blue triangle crossed South Capitol Street, the line between there and the Pentagon would be Maryland Avenue, and Jefferson Memorial would fall where the orange dot is on the circle. As New Hampshire Avenue connects two of the points in the pentagram in the Washington, D.C. map, it also forms the left-hand side of an isosceles triangle, which when measured proves to have the same base angles as the Great Pyramid. The triangles in the map cube are not equilateral, but have been shortened. So far we have related the DC map and the Great Seal to a pair of separate but similar geometric devices, each with 13 points and made of triangles. We have pointed out as well that the map triangles have been shortened to match the pyramid cross-section. In Chapter 2, I want to look at the notion that the relationship between the 13 points of the cube, the 13 stars on the seal, and the 13 colonies is more than casual. I want to look at the legend of the Royal Arch, the 13th Scottish Rite degree. That story is also about a cube. Next, I'll explore the Masonic significance of this cube.